Good afternoon, Professor. This is the recording for Final Practical, and my name is Sehdev Singh. As you can see, this is the structure of the project. So I'll show you some of the pages. So this is the registration page. The inputted validation is as per the practical document that was mentioned. Register page, hashing page, register DAO. As you can see, this is the database, the user and password, database, user and password. This is register.servlet, registration info page. Now I'll run it. I'll copy this code for the zap test. Now I'll enter the values. You can see in the logs, values are entered and password is hashed. You can check in the database as well. The hash is matched B7388. Now I'll run a zap test. Pasting link over here. Now I'll run zap test on registration page.jsp. This page contains the actual registration form. It has input fields like first name, last name, email, password, and it is connected to the register servlet via post method. When Zap scans this page, it detects these fields and automatically attempts to fill them with different payloads during its attack simulation. It then submits the form just like a real user would, sending HTTP post requests directly to the servlet. Since the serverlet's job is to take the data, process it, and store it in the database, every post request from Zap results in a new row being added to the table. That's why after this scan, we can open the database and see multiple new entries that Zap generated during the test. It is important to note that all the input validation here is done only in the front end in the browser using HTML rule. Zap doesn't go through the browser. It sends its request straight to the backend, completely bypassing those front end checks. Because there's no equivalent validation on the backend, these malicious or invalid inputs are still accepted and stored in the database. The attack is still running. As you can see the entries. This was the scan. So these are the 7 vulnerabilities: absence of NTC SRF tokens, CSP header not set, missing anti-click checking header, cookie without SAM site attribute, X content type options header missing, session management response identifier, user agent fuzzer, all these. And you can see the data it tried to generate. It inputted this data into the database. We can see in the MySQL as well. Now the Zap attack was also successful. That's it. Thank you so much, Professor.